One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the USC Trojans, taking on last year's national champions, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
On the set.
They'll try the left side. But he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. He's going to keep it. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Here's the handoff. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. They want to run this quarterback. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get...
Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He'll do it himself. First down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Tripped up for the tackle. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll run for it on third and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Trojans have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Get it out on the screen. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Trojans come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quick release by the QB. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success. And that
intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points. And now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Going right to work up top. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw it back. Now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding that.
Makes the grab. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you early.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And there is little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double teamed, right? Because he's right there and you got the guards next to him. But the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Fires to the right. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. He might want another play. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They just keep firing. Still looking on the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. The throw to the outside is complete. Powers through. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A great catch and run for 6. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Toledo. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gives it on the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Knight. Pulls it in, it's Jackson. Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buying some time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On the direct snap, it's Henderson. Running into the open space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback may change this route. Calls his own number. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red. Touchdown! Ole Miss! Fit it in the window for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touch go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Henry. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One more snap coming before halftime. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Fighting off the defender. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime updates. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henry. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Back to pass on second down. Working that left side. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Knight. Bringing the heat. That's caught. It's Henderson. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the touchdown, Rebels. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UConn is getting dominated today. And, you know, the folks in stores deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball.
It's picked off and another empty drive. Trying to take it back. The tag. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Henry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.